Leetcode practice time. So in this video there are two goals. The first goal is to see how to solve this problem, and then we are going to put some code here, and the second goal is to see how we should behave in a real interview. So let's get started. So remember, the first step in a real interview is always try to fully understand the problem. If there is anything unclear, please bring up the clarification question, and at the same time think about some edge cases. So let's read through this problem. It's called search a 2D matrix 2. So write an efficient algorithm that search for a target value in an n by n integer matrix. So the matrix has the following property. So integer in each row are sorted in ascending order from left to right, and integer in each column are sorted in ascending order from top to bottom. So it's like from left to right is sorted, from up to the bottom is sorted. So let's see this matrix, and so search for the target. So let's say for this matrix we are trying to search 5. And similarly for this one, when we try to search for 20, if it doesn't exist, then we are going to return false. Okay, so let's see some constraints. It says that m and n, so it's for sure that it is not going to be a empty matrix, and it says that each element is within -1 billion to 1 billion, and all the integers in each row are sorted in ascending order, all the columns are sorted in ascending order, and the target is between -1 billion to 1 billion. So having said that, I think for this type of the question, usually it is started from the upper right corner or bottom left corner, and then move, like each step you just move to the left or to the, suppose we start from the upper right corner, then each time we just move to the right, move to the left or move to the bottom. So let's see, let's see for this. Let's start from this corner. If it is smaller, then we are just going to move to the left. So we move here. When we move here, we see that it is smaller, then we are going to move to the left. So because the reason is because if the target you're searching for is smaller than this number, then you don't really need to see everything in this column, because this is sorted in ascending order. So if you are, let's see, if the number you're searching for is smaller than this number, then you don't need to see this one, this part, the writer part. So in this way, we can just filter a lot of the things. So it's like we go from here to here, to here, and here, and we see that it's more than 4, then we move to the bottom. So I think we should be good about solving this problem. So the runtime is going to be so this runtime is going to be OM plus N. So having said that, let's do some coding work. So for coding, we care about the correctness of the code, the readability of the code, and of course the speed is a concern. So let's see. Int row is equal to the matrix dot what is that? It's the matrix dot less -1, and in column. Alright, so actually in column is because we are starting from the upper right corner, then the column is actually matrix 0 dot length -1, and this one it is actually starting from 0. Okay, so the row is smaller than matrix dot length, and the column is larger or equal to 0, we are going to see if the matrix row call is equal to target, then we are going to return true. Otherwise, if the matrix row call is larger than the target, then we are going to plus the row. Otherwise, we are going to, if it is smaller, then we are going to minus the column. Yes, and finally we are going to return false here. So let's see this example. So we start from here. You see that 5 is smaller, then we are going to minus column, minus column, minus column. So now it is larger, then we are going to plus the row, and then we are returning true. So I think okay, so I forgot to mention that after doing coding, it's time for us to do some testing. Usually you do some sanity check by going through our example, explain how this piece of code is gonna work, and at the same time fixing some bugs within the code. And I think after we go through this test case, it's good. And for this one, when we try to search for 20, we first go to here, and then we go to here, and then go to here, and then we go to here, then we go to here, here, and here, and here we go out of the range, and we are going to return false. So let's do some testing. So it says wrong answer. What is wrong answer? So let's see. Row is 0. Column is matrix 0 length minus 1. Okay. So well, row is smaller than that, and the column is larger or equal to 0. So if matrix row column is equal to target, we return true. If the target is a smaller thing, if target is smaller, then we are going to actually here. I think we just did it wrong. If the target is smaller than the current element, then we are actually minus the column. If the target is larger than the current thing, we are going to plus the row. So let's run it again. Yep, so now it's good. Let's do a submission for it. Alright, so everything works well. So that's it for this coding question. If you have any question about the puzzle or about the solution itself, feel free to leave some comments below. If you like this video, please help subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.